Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot with Z. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages that come through with the cards that come out in this reading. So let's begin, let's see what comes out, and thank you so much for joining and for being here in today's reading. So the first card that we have is the Two of Wands. You could be dealing with the fire sign, so another Sagittarius, an Aries, or even a Leo. We have the Seven of Swords showing up in the reverse. And we have the Ace of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. So this is Cancer energy. Could also be dealing with the Cancer. So with the High Priestess showing up over here, I do feel like this is a very introspective energy. I feel like it's less sharing and more thinking and really contemplating things. So I do feel like there could be a sense of really trying to understand somebody who's not necessarily communicating to you directly. I do feel like there is a sense of keeping their cards close to themselves and not necessarily sharing entirely where they are emotionally with you. But I do feel like with the High Priestess showing up here, there is a strong connection, and I feel like it is one that runs deep, and I do feel like it is felt. I feel like it's felt on both ends between you and this person. We have the Two of Wands over here, and with the Two of Wands showing up, I do feel like there is excitement when it comes to this person's feelings around the situation and even around you. I do feel like there is excitement for where things can go. I feel like there is an optimism about the future, and I also feel like this person is somebody who has plans, and I do feel like this is somebody who's more so proactive. They want to be able to do things with you, and I do feel like they have an idea, they have a plan. We have the Seven of Swords showing up in the reverse, and with this card showing up in the reverse, I feel like there is an admitting of some kind of truth, and I feel like there is something that may have been held from you as far as information, and I feel like there is a confession with this card showing up in the reverse. There is going to be a revealing of a truth that is brought to you, and I do feel like being able to be honest with you in a way that allows for there to be a bit more trust and even a little bit more transparency, just like with that High Priestess, is something's going to be happening, and I feel like it's even happening voluntarily. I feel like there is more trust being built here, and I feel like with the trust there is a sense of opening up. And with the Ace of Swords, I feel like there is a strong mental connection in this connection. I also feel like you are in a connection where you have a connection that runs quite deep. I feel like even on a spiritual level, but also intuitively, you have a strong understanding between yourself and this person. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the Sun card. It's showing up in the reverse. So this is Leo energy. You could also be dealing with a Leo. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Judgment card. So with the Judgment card showing up over here, I do feel like there is some kind of a confession that's being made. There is some kind of revealing of information that is being shown to you or being expressed to you. And I do feel like it is quite major as far as even being able to gain a lot of insights on a situation or where someone stands with you. It's quite awakening. And we have the Eight of Pentacles, and with the Eight of Pentacles showing up over here, I do feel like you're dealing with a person who is quite responsible, somebody who's quite on top of their game. I also feel like when it comes to the Eight of Pentacles showing up over here, that a lot of effort is being made towards making your connection work with this person. And I feel like this person is somebody who's going to really stand on anything that they promise you when it comes to the connection and any plans that they want to initiate with you in the future. So I do feel like with the Queen of Wands showing up here, that there is a confidence that this person has, and this person is really reaching with you and with your connection. And I feel like with being able to be more open, I feel like it's coming from a place of them really having a lot of confidence in your connection. And I feel like there is an opening up and being in a space where they are pretty happy in this connection. I also feel like they take a lot of confidence in it. So I do feel like there is a sense of having had worked very hard around this connection with this person. With the Sun card showing up in the reverse, I do feel like there is a bit of something is off as far as the communication. So I do feel like with that Ace of Swords, this is a bit of a breakthrough energy when it comes to the communication. And I also feel like when it comes to really gaining clarity in the situation. So with the Sun card showing up over here in the reverse, I do feel like there may have been what felt like something was off in the communication, or as far as even being able to really have a strong understanding in this connection fully. So I do feel like with that Ace of Swords, this is a new energy. This is also a breakthrough in that communication. I feel like with this Judgment, this is really about being able to have a lot of clarity. And I feel like it's also kind of like an epiphany as far as where you are with this person in this connection. I do feel like it could be taking you off guard a little bit. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have passion. We have religious factors. And we have true love. So with the passion card showing up over here, I do feel like this person is happy with your connection. I also feel like they do gain a sense of pride around your connection and being in connection with you. And I feel like they're so excited about the future that they do make plans. And I do feel like it shows they're going to show up for them. I do feel like with this Eight of Pentacles, it's a very... it's a person who's very diligent. They show up diligently. And with that Two of Wands, I do feel like there's excitement. There's excitement about the future and excitement about where things are going to lead and taking that next step with you in your connection and moving it forward. I feel like it's one that makes them happy. I feel like they're happy that it's you. I feel like they're happy to be in this connection. And I feel like it evokes a lot of positive feelings for them. I also feel like it is a very passionate connection. It is one that resonates on a very deep level for them as well. With this passion card showing up here, I feel like it's even something that's beyond their control. It's something that they just are happy to be in. We do have religious factors, and with this religious factors showing up here, I'm getting that there could be some fundamental differences between yourself and somebody else. I do feel like there is also a sense that there's these differences in perhaps religion, and even as far as just the way in which the beliefs and the worldviews show up. It could be something that's affecting the perspective of the both of you to some degree, where it's like you're unaligned in that. But I do feel like there is the opportunity to be able to really make that work despite having differences. I do feel like it is something that can be worked around. However, with that Sun card showing up in the reverse, I do feel like it is something that can't be ignored. It's something that has to be resolved, and it has to be really a conversation has to be had when it comes to something that is unclear around something that has to do with the way in which somebody views the world. And I feel like even their beliefs, it's showing up, it's making them show up in a way that's very different from yourself. I feel like there is differences over here. But with the true love card showing up over here, I do feel like there's a strong connection here. And I do feel like this is a connection that has got the potential to be able to go the distance. I do feel like you're quite connected on a deep level. And with that Ace of Swords, I also feel like there is a connection that really forms through being able to have really deep conversations with somebody and really finding out who they are and being able to find out more about their perspective is a way that you can actually, begin to derive a lot of feelings for this person. With the true love card showing up here, I feel like this is also a feeling that this person holds, that they could be realizing you're their true love. I feel like there could be also a lot of love in this connection, and I feel like despite any of those differences that are spoken, that can be resolved through being spoken through, I do feel like the love is still intact and is still present here. So those are the messages that I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you in the next reading. Bye, Sagittarius.